No chance.
But should, according to you. T-Wolves and Grizzlies, a big one.
Just got jumped.
Minnesota, by the way, did not come to play. Anthony Edwards also did not come to play. Finished with 44 and 5. Julius Randle had 31, 10 and 5, and Morant finished with 36, 6 assists. This is probably the most important game for the Timberwolves so far, and Anthony Edwards, being very clutch, drops 44, as we just said. He had 52 points. It's a pride game for this group because they did blow the 24-point lead to the Bucks the other night, so all eyes on them. Plus, we already know the movement that is still potentially in the ranks there. Chandler, what'd you make of this one?
This game felt like an all-star game. This game was insane. There was so much back and forth. They were going bucket for bucket between Anthony Edwards and Morant. This was an exciting, fun game. Those are two of the most exciting players in the NBA to watch, so that was awesome. They both can get it going. They both got it going really quick. And this, to me, is why the Minnesota Timberwolves are scary, because when they're making shots and Julius Randle's getting to his spots and McDaniels is knocking him down and DiVincenzo's knocking him down and Anthony Edwards is doing this type of stuff, they are a tough team to beat because when the game gets slowed down, when they bog it down, they are so good defensively. They're versatile. They still have Rudy Gobert, who still doesn't get as much credit, just kind of cleaning up everything in the paint for them. So this is if I'm the 1 or 2 seed or the Lakers in the 3 seed, I don't want to see this team in the first round because they are scary.
No. A 52-point quarter, Lou, just seems not real.
Yeah, I went to the bathroom last night, came back, plugged my daughter into her game ready, and they were down 20. And I was like, well, what did I miss? And Anthony Edwards went on a run, and his team went on a run, and they're going to be a dangerous out for anybody that has to see them. It's looking like if they're stuck in that 8 seed and they got to go in a play-in and have an opportunity, like, we're going to look at some of the best basketball that we've probably seen in the first round of the NBA playoffs that we've seen in modern history. And so that'll be exciting. It'll still be tough if they run into OKC, but other than that, I feel like they can be one of the teams on the upset alert.
The West we know it's going to be nuts. Great teams are going to be in the bottom, and it's going to look crazy. Thunder and Wolves have tied their series over the course of this season. So how many games are we looking at this one, Chandler, if it happens?
If it's Thunder Wolves?
If it's Thunder Wolves.
I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if it's 6. If it goes 7, that'd be fantastic. But again, the Thunder, I think, are in another echelon of talent and depth. And I think we're going to see how good they are in the postseason. They're finally going to get that respect of doing it before, and we're going to stop knocking them for just being young.
Yep.
But I'm telling you, the Timberwolves is not the team I want, with Anthony Edwards, with Julius Randle getting his legs back, with Mike Conley kind of being that veteran leadership to calm everybody down, get them in their sets. This team had a shaky start, but they're starting to figure it out, and they're starting to play really good basketball right now when it matters.
The West is nuts because we say things like, it's not the team I would want, but then you look and you're like, I don't know what team.
I don't really want any of them.
None of them. Like, none of this looks easy or a given. We mentioned that Morant had 36 points, but it doesn't change the fact that at home in a very important game, they still got blown out. So I'm wondering if we just look at Memphis, Lou, are we even sure they get the play-in, that they win the play-in?
It's tough. They're reeling right now. That's a team that's just trying to find their footing. They're trying to find some consistency, and they can't find it. You know, they're playing hard, but they're not finishing games. Like we just talked about it. You have a team that have a 50-plus point quarter on you. That can't happen in a game that's so important that decides the fate of your postseason. And so with that, they got a lot of talent, but it just seems like something is missing in Memphis that's just not working for them.
It's crazy because as good as they are, and I feel like they are a team of the future. They're so young. I heard last night, I think Conchar's their oldest player, is 29 years old.
Is that right?
It's insane. And obviously with the move with Jenkins, will you get off me today? I hate you. What's crazy is they can easily go into the play-in. They can lose to Minnesota, and then who knows? Sacramento, you're telling me they can't beat them in a one-time game of play-in? For sure.
I don't know anymore.
That is how crazy this Western Conference race is they went from home court advantage to possibly 2 L's in the play-in and done. And with that much talent, firing the coach, that would also be kind of a disaster situation. But they are young. They're in a good spot. 2 rookies have been balling with Edey and Wells. So they're in a good spot, but, man, this just shows you how deep and how good the West is.
We're going to take a quick break. I don't know what's happening. On the other side, thank goodness, some sanity.